How are you all doing? Hopefully everything's working, because it's all changed again. Just when you think you've sorted it, it's all changed. This cam looks a bit wide as well. Wow, what's going on there? So wide. So let's have a look. Who's in? Who's in the house? I think we got Tim in first, yeah, then Bob, then Folks in, Martin, Chris, Joe, Mr. Matambley, Happy New Year to you all. Aaron's in, hi Aaron. Farm Tech, he did the same for 8 years ago. Not sure what you mean, Farm Tech, me or Father Christmas or the weather forecaster? I don't know. Ricardo, how are you, mate? Breezy and a bit cloudy. We had a bit of either snow or hail or something overnight that settled this morning, but it's gone again now. Bob's in. How you doing, Bob? I did say hello earlier, I think, didn't I? Yes, I did. Nick's in. Hi, Nick. Tim. Forget who I've said hello to now. Martin. Yeah, we are live. That's good to know. Hopefully the audio's right. I don't know. I don't know. I've just put it the same as the last Christmas stream, so hopefully the sync is fairly close. Benji's in. Hi, Benji. Snow. Yeah, it doesn't work, unfortunately, Bob. We don't really want snow and presents dropping down, do we? I mean, I can make it happen, but I don't know that we need it, do we? So, hi, Carther. Tom and Susie. It looks pretty cold where you are, Tom and Susie. Dids is in. Hi, Dids. No Bishop's Finger today, Dids. Might have had a little bit too much last night to be drinking today. I don't know. What do you think? Derek's in. Hi, Derek. Derek Cooper, that is. Aaron's playing with the 8-ball. Oh dear. Sync is good. Nice. Brilliant. Welcome to you, mate. Dave, how are you? Dave Rhodes. So I've not got around to doing any packing up. Literally today is the very first day I've set foot back in this room since Christmas Eve. So this is the very first day I come in here. I've had to redo all the software. Change the date to 2026 on the intro video, get the Stream Deck all configured again, and oh dear, such a hassle, but worth it. Baz, how are you, mate? And Jeers in, how are you? Snowy Arctic. So yeah, hopefully I'll start wrapping stuff up and getting it out in the post this week coming. I've got the SW77 is going far away. Can't remember the address now, but it's going overseas. So yeah, that was a good win. Still not sure about this this camera here being in this shot. Maybe I ought to have the chat in there. I don't know. Did the chat work better in the Christmas streams on the screen, or was it better? Yeah, Mrs. Cruncher's been in today and got rid of the decks this morning. She's been up here. Luciano, how you doing, mate? You've got one manufactured in 1986. Yeah, good radios, mate. Cracking radios. You can see that the board is here on the bench because we did make a start on this one. If you look back on my Christmas streams, there's what was it? A brace of 2001Ds, wasn't it? Penguin's in the back of the car, Tim, ready to go back to storage. He's in the back. He's screaming. He's banging on the windows, but Mrs. Cruncher's not letting him out. And I sorted out Pongo's nose as well. punched his nose in, didn't I, on Christmas Eve? But yeah, he's back. He's back. So yeah, I don't know what the manufacturing date of this one is, but there is some. If you go onto the 2001D website, there is a list of serial numbers there and roughly what the date was. So we could date these radios. I thought I'd move this one on a bit further. I didn't really know what to do today. I didn't want to get into anything too heavy today. Just wanted a sort of a chat and a plod along, really. So I thought we'd carry on with this one. I mean, it's already part underway. You don't take them down until the 6th of January, Aaron. Is that the 12th night? I think that's the 12th night, isn't it? I think you're okay to take him down before, but it's unlucky to take him down after, isn't it? Yeah, the only remnants of the Christmas decorations are the bells on the on the goats. That's about it, really. I don't think there's normally Mrs. Cruncher leaves something hanging about, stashed. I know we got something hanging off somewhere, but I can't see any this year. Oh, I can. I've got decorations in the window still. Mrs. Cruncher stuck some stickers on the window. Can I get that? Have I got the webcam on here? Let me have a look a minute. Show you what's left. I'll show you what's left. Let's see if the webcam's on here. Have I got the webcam on? Yeah, you can't really see. It's too small. Will it let me cut this across? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is still some some little window stickers on there. Look, not quite got it all. Look. Not quite got it all. Mind you, to be fair, I've got so much stuff on the floor here because I haven't cleared this room up from Christmas yet. I've only just took that record player out this morning. Let me go in studio mode, I can see what I'm doing then. Happy New Year, Gavin. Sainsbury's Cherryade. All the decorations gone, but cribs stay out until Candlemas. Cribs. I don't know all these things. The 12th night, and we're off to our neighbours on Tuesday, the 6th, for the 12th night celebration. Can anybody tell me what a 12th night celebration is? Because we don't know. Do we bring a bottle? Is it a food thing? I really don't know. I don't know. We haven't seen him to ask. You're looking for an alternative operating system that can handle Windows-based games. Well, Mac OS will, wouldn't it? Derek Taffman, how you doing, mate? Freezing in South East Wales. Got Windows 11 on this. Aaron, seems to be okay, but then it is a brand new computer, so your R key isn't working. Seems to be working all right up there when you said hello to Gia, Rick, and Ricardo. So yeah, I've pretty much got everything back here that I had before, I think. So we've got the same layout. Christmas layout was quite good, wasn't it? Whether we do a different layout this year. I know some of you don't like the fact it's a bit busy. So we've still got Retrotech as our recent member, and Tanzil Raman as a recent subscriber, Paul the Nutter, sent a tip over and a super chat from Gavin Lurt. So that's the last time we streamed. So it just retains the information from previously. We're okay, Derek. Mrs. Cruncher's unfortunately come down with a lurgy again, so she's a bit worse for wear at the moment. But it's only a matter of time before I get it. I'm sure I will. You played Skyrim on your Mac Mini. I think if you've got a higher power Mac, Bob, it would probably be fine, wouldn't it? You used to take it down on the 12th day of Christmas. When you had money. 12th night in Devon is wassailing. Yeah, I believe they do wassail on the 12th night. Gavin, you're right, aren't you? Yeah. Got a laptop from a pirate ship that's gone key. You can Nick's decorations on Nick. Bah, humbug. Now we've literally got the car full to the brim at the moment with the Christmas decks. Literally is to the ceiling. The seats are all folded down. It's to the ceiling, and there's still another load to go after that lot. This shows you how many decorations we've got here. Oh dear. So yeah, this camera's a bit wide, isn't it? I don't know whether to squash that down a bit. I don't know. I need to sort out another. I don't know whether to sort another layout out for this year. I quite like this one. It's a bit. It's not as busy as a lot of them, I tell you. You're saving up for an M6 Ultra Mac Studio. Whoa. Ultra Mac Studio. Can you ask where you get all your wiring diagrams for old radios? There's lots of different sites and that you can get them on. The best place to get them, and the place where I get mine from, is I've actually bought a program from the Vintage Radio. And I think it's service. If I could type service info, I think it is. Vintage Radio Repair and Discussion Forum. So the first place you need to go is you need to join this forum. Let me just get back to OBS and I'll put that in the chat. Smart LED cube to build. That'll take a while. The SMD ones did as well. She's been really cruel. Okay, so if you look at that, service manuals is offered and wanted messages, sticky, obtaining service data. Okay, this is the. If you want a disc or a thumb drive that's got every manual that you can think of on it, then this is their thing that you can buy. You can buy individual manuals from that. Let's just go to that page a minute if my screen cap works. So you can have instant downloads. Look, so just type in what you want. Say, what do we want? Has it got one of these in here? Sony ICF. Oh, there's loads. So WMT Walkman, we'll go with that one. So £1.99. So you just click on that, add it to your basket, and you download it. At £1.99, you've got your manual. But the best thing is to get either a DVD-ROM, which is what I've got. So there's 2 volumes of it now, look. And to be fair, these are pretty good value. Now mine's only 1 disc, so mine's not the latest version, but you get a lot of data on that. A lot of data. Memory sticks, you can do it as a memory sticklet. That's got, you can get the like ultimate one that's got everything on it for $49.99. That's got valve and transistor data as well. Might be worth me upgrading to that one at some stage. And you can actually copy the contents of this onto your hard drive if you've got enough room. So it's got volume 1 and 2 of the service data. It's got the vintage, it's the valve and transistor data DVD-ROM as well. This one on it. DVD-ROM and USB. This is the contents of them. So if you look at DVD-1, this is all the different service manuals you get on it. That's absolutely, I mean, look at all the Bush ones. Corsair. There's absolutely loads of it on there. There's the valve and transistor data. That I'm interested in that. It's got loads of books on it. Look. It's got radio valve guide, radio semi, British transistor directory. Has it got? It's got towers. It's got towers on it. Look. It's got 1980 towers on it. That's worth the cost of that disc alone. Yeah, that's worth the cost of that disc alone. Valve testers, look. More books. There's loads of theory books as well. Nice. Wow. That's got all the flipping heck. I didn't know that existed actually. There you go. So I've either got to buy just that one disc, or I've got to buy maybe a USB stick with it all on. But as I say, I've downloaded the CD-ROM to my hard drive on this computer, so I've got it all on my Google Drive, not Google Drive, OneDrive. It's all on there. Hopefully that's helped you, as there are other places where you can get them. There are other places you can get them. Sheffield Steve, Radio Electronics Hub, how are you? Sheffield Steve. JJ? Yeah, I keep forgetting it's JJ. Rampton, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it's cold here, mate. You're welcome. So there are other sites. There is... Oh, I'm trying to think of the name of it now. What's the one that I get loads of service stuff from? I mean, Groups.io. If if you go to groups.io, and you can search on groups here, and you can see I've got lots of different groups I'm a member of. So for example, if we go to the 2001D user grouplet, there's lots of messages, people helping. Then if you go to files, you'll find in here there's all sorts of stuff. There's both the service manuals in here. I'm not sure where we are, what page we're on. Frequency, stand. So there's a 3D printed model. Look for the battery door. Page 2. Disassembly advice. There's loads of stuff. Error 3, which is really common. Serial numbers. Yeah, so this is the serial number database. So that's the one that you want if you want to know roughly what year your radio is. There's lots of tech theory written by Sony engineers in the 80s about the 2010. Same radio, just slightly different for different markets. Equivalents for FETs. Keyword filter mods. Modifications. Murata. There's absolutely loads of service manual there, look. So they're all zip files, mounting diagram, JPEG. Oh. So there's some really good quality scans in here, look. I mean, I'm zoomed right in on that. So yeah, it's a big community really for enthusiasts for those models. Klingenfuss frequency guides, Gavin. Oh, you've just treated yourself to that everything memory stick. Well, you won't be disappointed, Bob. Well done. Yeah, you won't be disappointed with that, mate. That's gonna have to go on my shopping list, because as I say, I've got an older version of that, but I haven't got the 2-disc version, so mine hasn't got as many files on it, and I use that a hell of a lot. Service data stick. Yeah, I'll have to see what the PayPal balance is looking like, and maybe treat myself, Bob. I don't know. It's a bit close to Christmas to be doing anything, especially, well, we've had to have a new fence, haven't we? That was a horrible thing to happen at Christmas. That was. We didn't have any choice, so we had to change it. It would have just fallen down, damaged the cars. It could have blown away. It's all sorts of problems. But lucky for me, my mate Tony came along at the last minute and saved the day. So the other places that you can get info are our friends at Electrotanya. Tanya, isn't it? They have an awful lot of service info. It does pay you to take their quiz and become a member. There we go, screen. So service manual search, you can come up here. You don't have to become a member. You can in fact, it doesn't tell you how to become a member, does it? Yeah, it doesn't really tell you how to become a member, does it? But you can just go in here and search for, I don't know, let's put in Robert's RFM3, look. Couldn't find that. Roberts, let's try a Rick 1. Okay, so it's got a Roberts Rick 1. So you click on that, and because I am a member, you've got to wait. You can download 10 files a day free of charge, and you can look for other manuals as well. But there's a quick preview of the document so you can see what it is. So yeah, that's Electrotanya. If you're a member, you don't need to worry about waiting for downloads. Login. Plus 18, so it's 19. So if I go into service manual search now and I do that Rick 1 again, didn't put in Roberts, did I? Do that. So I can download it straight away. The download link is right there. I don't need to wait, so you don't get adverts either if you're a member. Although it's still got an advert there. Shadow Legends is apparently the most realistic PC game of 2026. There, you'd never have known. So yeah, that's Electrotanya. The other one, of course, is Radio Museum. Radio Museum. So I log in. So again, you just go up the top here. Simple search for antique radios. So let's put Rick 1 in there. Robert's Rick 1. Oh, Romania. There we go. So in the documents section, you can access the schematics. So there's the schematic for that. So yeah, that's Radio Museum. So radiomuseum.org. Rob's in. How you doing, Rob? I'm on the wrong screen. How you doing, Rob? Happy New Year to you. Life sums. I'm a mathematical genius, Bob. Did I put the link to Electrotanya? Yes, I did. There you go. So there you go, as another couple links for you. Right, shall we get to it? Let's pop the desoldering tool on because we're going to need that one. Let's change soldering iron tips before I turn that one on. Easier to change them when you can just get hold of them. Right, let's see if this works. Whee! Oh, look at that. You're welcome, mate. Yes, here we go then. What have we done so far? So we have done the little DC to DC converter, and we've done the sync cut module, which is still out. That's over there. We also replaced the filter, the AM wide filter, with a slightly narrower one. So really it's just a case of going through it now and changing all the caps. Now if you don't want to go to the trouble of changing all the caps, just do these ones down in this area here, really. Just do those. If you just do those, then your radio will go on for a long time, I'm sure. My personal experience is that you will improve the radio if you change the whole lot. I mean, they are getting dated. They don't last forever, and as they deteriorate, you're going to lose reception. Simple as that. You're going to lose performance on the radio as the caps deteriorate. So it is worth doing them all, but it's a hell of a job, and you do need the right caps. Again, the place to go is Adele's site, well, not his site, his page on Facebook, eBay even. Where's it goes? We're going to have some action going on today, I'm sure. Yes, so I should think so. Adele's eBay page, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes. You've used Radio Museum to look up your grand's old ITT. Yeah, they have got a lot of stuff on there again, Steve. You've had a slip, but you're okay. Well done. So, yeah, if you don't want to go to the trouble of doing all of them, just do the ones in this area. Oh, that's a bit. What's going on there then? Interesting. Ooh. Wow. That's a bit unusual. We've got some dry joints there. Didn't notice. I have had that before actually on these. Let's put plug my light in, because everything's in a hell of a mess here from Christmas, especially having to do that ripple player. Ripple player. Sound like I'm rapping now, don't I? Right. Yeah, let's go microscope, see if that's working still. Yay! Microscope works. So, yes, here, look. How about that? Look at that. And it's the same down here as well. How bizarre. So a bit of glare on it. I need a directional light, really. Where do I need to go for focus? That's it. There we go. That's a bit better. See if I can prop it up like that a minute. I'll just solder it on the microscope. And he says, chucking everything everywhere. Chucking everything everywhere. How about that? Dry joints. Cassette radio, yeah. Nice. Let's put a little bit of flux on there and just reflow those a minute. I never noticed that before, you know. But I think that was working, the RF game, wasn't it? Hello, we're glitching. We're glitching. Some things don't change. Glitchy camera. That's a massive, great hole they put on the board, isn't it? It's no wonder they're There's a huge great hole they put in the board there. Literally had to flood that with solder to get it to fill the holes. How strange. Better. Right, okay. So yeah, these are the caps I said really you need to do. Just these ones here. As I say, these look okay. I mean, that you can see that's a Rubicon, it's good quality cap. We've got Nichicon there, look. So they are really good quality caps. But they do eventually go. And there's lots of caps in this thing. As you can see, it's brimmed full with them. There's a dreaded flat flex cable holder. Lots of different ICs, filters, transistors. Yeah. Anyway, that's that was a good find, wasn't it? Straight away. Jim Gordon, how you doing, mate? Cold, very cold Dundee. I bet it is cold up there, mate. Oh, that's good, Bob. Nice. It is a bit loose, isn't it? It's... Pins wiggled at you. So yeah, wow. So yeah, Jim has got one of these radios that I restored with all the mods on it. So I think he's done a video of it on his site. If you're not subscribed to Jim, then you need to subscribe to Mr. Jim Gordon. Kim Archer, how you doing, mate? Is this the problem? The model with a mixer problem? No, Kim, that was the Pro 80, which we sorted in the end. Kim, that was a real headache. That was. It was an open circuit transformer again. This is just in for restoration, really. This was a spare set not working when we got it, but that was down to the battery terminal snapped off. So it actually came in as two. There's a video out there that I did a while back of it. Right. Now, some of these ones, we've got some recommendations from Adele for changing to bipolar caps. Now, I bought in a load of bipolar caps, but still not 100% sure where they all are. Well, I know roughly where they are because I've got a couple boxes with components in where I haven't had chance to store them. Anonymous, thank you. That works, but I didn't hear the sound with that. Didn't hear the sound with that for some reason. Yeah, not sure. Didn't hear that. Normally it makes a noise when that comes up. Don't know. Probably because I've got to stick the alerts up on top of the Yeti. The alerts have got to be at the top, I think, so they're over everything else. You remember hearing about an ESD issue that desensitized the receive? Not heard of that, Kim. Maybe it's on the maybe it's on that site there. It's probably the caps in it still charged, Steve. So until the caps discharged, it would still have power in it, mate. But it could be extremely well lubricated as well. It's a combination of the caps still driving it, maybe, and it being very well maintained. But yeah, an ESD issue that desensitized the RX. I mean, there's an issue with the FETs in the front end on these two little monkeys up top here, and we are going to change those. But if you have a bit of static come in the area, it usually takes out one or both of these FETs. It doesn't necessarily take them out either. Sometimes it can just desensitize them. So maybe that's what you mean. I think that is what you mean, actually. We are going to be doing those, but all I'm doing with that really is just adding in some new ones because they perform slightly better. Let me go to the overhead camera and I'll show you what we mean. So the ones that cause the problems with ESD are these two ones here, just there. And the way to cure that, I can't remember if it's this one I've done it to or the other one. Yes, I've done it to this one. So you can see that I've put a little diode package in just there. Where am I? Just there even. So there's a little SMD diode package I've put in there. Let's go in a little bit closer if it'll let me. You see it's marked A7. So it's a series diode package which stops that happening, so you don't get the problem. Just make sure that's focused. So yeah, I put those in. I put those in with every radio I do of these. There's lots of people do it with these big old 1N4. I can't remember what they're called now. 1N4 148s. You can do it with that, but this is a lot neater, and it's how Sony did it in the later models. So Sony actually did this modification themselves in the later models. So yeah, it's those two FETs anyway that go wrong. So it's Q302 and 303 lot, and they are, can't quite see them there, can you? It's 2SK 152.2s. I'm going to change them for 2SK 152.3s because they got a little bit more static protection on them. There's like a bit of rust on that capacitor there, doesn't it? It's probably just some foam stuck to the top of it. So yeah, they're both the same. 2SK 152.2s. So I'm just going to change them for these. If I can find the camera. 2SK 152.3s. So yeah, that's another job for a minute. If you cause BJT bases to Zener breakdown, BJT bases to Zener breakdown, they can be noisy afterwards. Your uni mentor. Thanks for the info, Kim. Right, let's crack on. Let's get some of these done. So, as I was saying, Adele's information is really good. If you get one of his kits, he gives you a really good rundown on what to do. I know this is all tangled up with everything. That's blocked up for the new year. That's a good start. Come on, are you going to unblock? Let's move in. Yeah, there we go. Better. Right, that's the first one out. And that is a 330 at 10 volts. At 10 volts, there we go. Going back in now, the positive is the little flag that way, isn't it? I think that gives me an indication. I'm pretty sure that that is the right. Positive is the little line, and negative is the dot. Let's go back in with the same value, but a 10. No, that's an 85 degree rated. That's some fancy Panasonic thing, that is, I believe. First one done. Next one, this is in the amplifier section, by the way, if you wonder where we are. And this one's a 470 at 6.3. .470 at 10 is the closest I've got to that. Nichicon. I don't think it's too critical what caps you put in. Just put the best ones in that you can afford, really. Two, and we've got to be a little bit careful around this area because Adele recommends changing some of these for bipolar ones, so let's just have a look at my literature for these. Okay, so we've got one here that Adele is saying to remove C87 and install, apparently it's a 1. I have found a 0.47 in some of these. So C87 is a 1 microfarad, so change that for a 0.47. C87, where's that to then? Is that around here somewhere? 89, C87, that one there. Let's have a look at that one then. So Adele's saying that's a 1 at the moment and to change for 0.47. Now Adele did used to be a Sony engineer, so if he says change it, then we're going to change it. So C87, and it is indeed a 1 microfarad. So we're going to change that for 0.47. To start marking these in a minute to see which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. So let's just put a little dot on that one to say I've done it, and that one, and that one. Right, next up then, so C95, which is this one stuck in here, I believe. Yeah, this one's stuck in here. Let me just get you in a bit closer so you can sort of see what I'm looking at here. So C95 is this one here in behind that RF gain control. Saying to take that one out and install a 0.47, and to me that doesn't look like a... No, it's this one, C95. I was going to say, it doesn't look like a small enough cap for to be that. So it's that one there. Again, we're taking that one out and putting it for 0.47 in. Now, I haven't got a kit from Adele. He did send me one originally, which I did install. Not a cap kit, but he sent me the audio upgrade kit, which has got all the caps for this section in it. Oh, steady. It's all the caps for this section in it. And it comes with these instructions. If I just pop you onto my screen there, look, you can see he's saying cap 3, C95 removed. So it comes with all these instructions. I'm not going to go through it because it's Adele's copyright, really. I just thought I'd show you what you get if you order the kit, and I'll find you a link in a minute to the capacitor kit for this. Now it's microscopy on main. So this has got that nasty conductive glue on here as well, which is a Sony thing. They love the stuff. Let's make sure we get rid of that. We don't want that killing capacitors. So we're going to change that for 0.47 as well. So these are not bipolar, just normal polarized caps. And there's SMD components on this side of the board, so just be careful you don't knock one off, as I did. You remember when I did one back along and knocked a component off the board, couldn't work out why the radio wasn't working, spent ages fault finding it. We knew roughly what the area was, and then lo and behold, I luckily spotted that I'd knocked SMD resistor off the board. Put a new one on and hey presto, it worked. Right, so that's that one done. Right, next then. So we've now got to take this one out and put in, that's this one here, and put in a 47 bipolar. Now, this is where we see if I got any bipolars in here. What's that? 0.47 bipolar. 2.2 bipolar, 100 bipolar, and no 47 bipolars. I don't think I have. I will have, because I bought some in, but can I put my hands on them right now? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let me have a little look. They're not there. Where else did I put them? Where else did you put them, Graham? Let's catch up with the chat a minute. A haunted vintage radio. A haunted vintage radio switches itself on to play wartime speeches. Yeah. Could be right. Thanks for subscribing, Sculptor. Welcome to the madness, mate. Didn't listen to that. Didn't listen to that, Steve. That would have been good, actually. I think, did Clint record that? Sculptroid, welcome in, mate. It did make a difference on the audio quality. Well, there you are. Sharpie, how are you doing, mate? Game of operation. It is, isn't it? Yeah, at least, well, hopefully it doesn't start buzzing when I pull something out, otherwise we're really in trouble. Now, I need to see if I can find my my bipolar caps. I definitely ordered some in, I can remember doing it. But the question is, where did I put them? Have I stashed them neatly in a natural place? I don't think they're in my parts boxes. Don't think they're in my parts boxes. Bear with me, I'm just going to quickly go and have a look in the other room. You never know, it's worth a look. Well, I think I have them. I'm not sure. I think I have them. 4145. Need to file those. 470 at 6.3. I think these are them here. 47 at 10 volts. Yes! Success! I think I got these from Farnell. Yes, I did, look. So that's the Farnell code for those. Doesn't actually say they're bipolar on the pack, does it? But they are. It's got it written on it, look. BP. Not British Petroleum, bipolar. Okay, so this one's coming out and that one's going in. I like it when a plan comes to fruition. Is that the word I need? We will have a look at some of the values of these, so it doesn't matter which way you put these in because it's bipolar. I'm not using loads of flux on this. It doesn't really need it. It's I believe it's leaded solder on these anyway, and it's quite a clean board, so we don't need to go sticking loads of flux everywhere on it. So that's that bipolar one in. So let's mark that one. A black marker. Well, AC is not polarized, is it? Sharpie, so I believe it just passes AC a little bit better. I'm really not sure. Rob, still my super chat noise doesn't work for some reason. It was working, wasn't it? Control audio via OBS. If I take that off and OK it, maybe that'll work. I don't know. Thank you very much, Rob. You're not sure where these bipolars are in the circuit? Thank you very much, Rob. Anthony, how you doing, mate? Yeah, so audio is AC, isn't it? It's right up next to you, Nick. Right, okay, let's look at my next victim then. Where are we going now? That one done, that one done. Right, next one is C99. Remove the 100 microfarad, install a 100 microfarad bipolar. I believe C99 is that little puppy in behind there, just in there, in behind the audio caps that we, not the audio. Well, they are in the audio, in the amplifier section, but sort of power. So this one's coming out. And we're going in with 100 bipolar. Now that was in my little drawer here. I had some 100 bipolars. 100. Yep. As I say, if you don't want the hassle of trying to source all these caps yourself, just go and get a Dell's kit. It's a damn sight easier. I think if he was in the UK, I'd be getting a lot of kits from him, because it saves me having to stock up. But I could just charge people what a Dell charges for the kits, then, couldn't I? But with the shipping as well, it's okay if I bought a bulk of them, I suppose. Okay, let's just mark that one. Let's cut the legs off first. This radio belongs to Jerry. Did see he might pop in today. So if you're lurking, Jerry, come say hello. So that's that one done. I think that is all the bipolar ones. Now there is one other that was recommended by Kiwa, and that's this one here, C301. Replace the 470 with a 470 bipolar capacitor. I don't think this one's in Adele's kit, but this is the Kiwa audio and memory mods. I mean, we're going to do this memory mod as well, which is a backup capacitor. I don't know what one they use for that, but I use whatever I've got to hand at the time with the correct terminals. So yeah, we're going to do this one, C301 with a bipolar. So that is this bluey on this board. This one. No worries, Anthony. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Can almost hear it on your fillings, Nick. Right, so yeah, we're going to get this one out. Stick a 470 in it, which is my other bag that I've got there. And there's the 47s. My 470s, 6.3 volts, and that is going to go in there. C301. Ow! Bang me little hand. Did anybody get any tech for Christmas then? Father Christmas bring you any tech, anybody? that one done. Ooh, there he is. Switch mode PLC shuffle. You did hear 198 there, Joe. I suppose if you had a decent antenna up and you listen at night time, it's highly likely you'll hear 198. FarmTech 2, welcome back in, mate. Okay. So let's carry on. Let's just mark that one because I've done that one. Let's carry on this side then. So that's all the bipolar ones done now, pretty much. It's just a case of going through this thing and changing them all. So we'll start with this one down here. Then we'll have a little look at see whether any of them did need changing. 0.1. 0.1. So it's not a 1, it's a 0.1. Easy to get that mixed up. It's that way around. So apparently the Xbox that I did at Christmas went very well. It's working a lot better, I believe. Just for clearing all that muck out of it. It certainly was full, wasn't it? So you can see why I've left this module out of here, because these are sawed together if you've got that module in there. So if that module's in there, it's really difficult to get these ones out. So that's why I've left that out for now. What I'll probably do is end up putting it back together and forgetting I took the module out altogether. That's more like it, isn't it? This next ones are very close to these SMD resistors, so they're a bit of a pig to get out. So have to be careful. Make sure we don't suck a resistor off the board. First one's there. Let's get that one off. And that is a 4.7. 4.7. Is it 4.7? Yes, it is. Load Nichicon. Is it pronounced Nichicon? Because I know Richard of UKCB Radio Servicing calls them Nikicons. Nikicon. Is it Nichicon? Nikicon? Nishicon? I don't know. I probably got it wrong, I expect. I pronounce everything wrong if I can. It's my thing. As you can hear, my voice is a bit funny, so as I say, Mrs. Cruncher's got a really bad cough again come back, which is horrible. Thought she got over that. You'd think you'd be immune, wouldn't you, if you got it once? Now the next one, again really close to the SMD resistor. Is that loose? Are you loose? That one is. I think it is. It's nice and hot. What have we got there then? We have got a 3.3 or 33. This is why I need these goggles. $33. It is quite hard to get the right size capacitors for this, so another reason to go with the TOOLKIT really, because you don't have to worry about the physical size of the caps. They're all miniaturized electrolytics, these, so slightly before the days of SMD electrolytics, luckily. Ooh. Just moved that one, so we double check that one's soldered alright. Saw that joint move there, that one. Are they soldered together? I can't remember now. Let me just get that solder off a minute. I'm just trying to see if these are soldered together or not. Can't see. I can't see. Where am I? I don't know. Pad has moved. Let me just have a look here. It's a bit too close grain, that isn't it? Oh, there's silver and a bit of brass. No, it's not soldered to that, it's soldered to that, okay. Yeah, it looks like that pad has moved, so I'm going to have to push that one over to there, just to make 100% sure we've got a decent connection. Follow that one again, okay. Stop it. Where are you? There we go. Is it weird soldering under a microscope? There we go, in that one. Bro, okay. Done. Panic over. Let's just mock that one. Whew. Next one up. This one here. Nichicon. Don't got your hacker VHF. Very nice. She's got good taste. Got to be one of the best sounding hackers, that has. Well, for FM only, it's an absolutely great radio. Let's have a look. You had an electric screwdriver set, Ricardo. Nice. What, one of these little ones like my woe stick? Like the old woe stick? Whoa stick. It's not going to focus now, is it? Woe stick? Something like that. Mrs. Cruncher got me a few years ago. That was really handy for the iPad that we did. You've got a huge antenna. Oh, you've got a huge antenna. Oh, I thought you meant you got a huge antenna for Christmas. Whoa, he's really, Bob. Unreal. I've not used the curve tracer on it, Anthony. I have looked at it. I've downloaded the software on my Mac over there, but I've never had felt the need to use it. And that curve bug, I wouldn't need to use it with that curve bug. That is a brilliant bit of kit. You're gonna nag me about that module. Thanks, Joe. You've got an 80s Panasonic with a decent sized ferret. Yeah, Dublin's across the water from it, isn't it? I can't remember where it is now, the antenna. Nichicon. Sound like a parrot, don't I? Atlantic 252. Yeah, I used to love listening to that. I used to listen to that night time in the car, Steve. Same sort of thing though, Ricardo, yeah? You had a radio reference book from 1989. Nice. It did, Bob, yeah. Well, that's me. The problem was I couldn't get it in straight, could I? So it was at a slight angle. So yeah, I have got to get that screw out. I need to take that board out again and just double check my soldering underneath. Another one of those jobs for one day. Right, Nichicon. This is a 330. One of these pretty blue ones again. I like the look of those. Panasonic going in. I think the majority of these little miniature caps are rated for 85 degrees, but then you're never going to get 85 degrees in one of these radios. So yeah, the screwdriver would have been fine, I think, if I had done it straight, but you know, me rushing, ploughing through to get it done, and knackered the screw head. Bad toad. Bad toad. Hiding behind that transistor. It's a big old power transistor, isn't it? What have we got there then? We have got 100. Anybody watch the darts last night? That was cracking display of darts by Mr. Littler of the Looked variety. Trying to think if I got any tech this year. Brother gave me a very nice box set of Michael Jackson stuff, DVDs, and loads and loads of CDs. Very nice. Let's get around to playing some of that soon. We're cracking on. This is the heaviest density of capacitors in this area. Once we get sort of past there, it gets a bit easier and quicker. Generally seem to think this may have been done before, but it's no signs of soldering in here, because you can usually tell if someone's done it because the soldering's shinier. C89, come on out. These are all Nichicons, huh? Or Nichicons. You never see me checking for outer foil side of non-polar capacitor in old radios. I have done it before, FarmTech, but the majority of people on here seem to think that it absolutely makes no difference at all. Never really had a problem with recapping any of the old radios. So, yeah, not really sure. It certainly doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. But I know there's a very good video with Mr. Carlson doing it, and you can do it on your oscilloscope if you're lucky. 10 at 16. 10 at 35, so big. So I'm still getting a lot of emails from people wanting stuff repaired. It's unlikely I'm going to be able to do much until February. That's that one done. We're motoring now. What have we got up here? Let's do these down here now. These ones that are where the module goes. This little row. Joe Fennick, how are you, mate? Am I seeing that linear pot? Any advice on repairing a squealing pot? A squealing pot on an SW55? You mean these here? A squealing pot? Squealing? Squealer what? Squeal like a big boy. Don't start me. Don't start me down the Deliverance Road. Right. What have we got here then? Now, is that a 0.47 or a 47? I think it's a 0.47. Yeah, 0.47 at 50 volts. .47. Actually, I might put these on, it makes it easier to see. You've got no bridges, no, that's good. And the next one, let's just mark that one as done. Pulling teeth, isn't it? Another 0.47. Oops, steady. Right, we're motoring over to here now. Where are we? I think we're here with that one. It's difficult to see where you are sometimes with this. Yep, that's the boy. It's catching up. RNA has been switched off on medium wave. Lube it. Like a pig. Someone clipped me doing my Deliverance skit. I take it you've done all the caps around it, Joe, have you? No, New Year's resolutions? No, it's not Farm Tech. I need to. Oh, Farm Tech Kim. Is it Kim, is it? No, it's not actually. But I just had rather a lot to drink yesterday. I decided yesterday was the day that I needed to get rid of all the Christmas wine that I bought, because I had about 3 or 4 bottles that I'd been drinking and like put back. I thought I need to get rid of them all, so I went a bit mental. Did way too much. Multi afternoon, mate. How are you? Caps are done, Joe. Wow. Worth checking the joints. I don't know if you saw my my board just now, but I had a dry joint on one of the sliders. This one here, I had a dry joints on. It was literally not connected to the board at all. I've actually had that before on one of these. Maybe it's because it's attacked at an angle, because the sort of slider comes in at an angle like that, doesn't it, and goes up and down the side. Whether it gets pushed that way a lot, I don't know. It almost just be worth putting some epoxy or something on that one. Right, what have I done? Did I just do that one, or did I just desolder it? Just desolder. See, I'm losing where I am now. This is a typical Graham. This is a 4.7, so it can catch you out, can it? 4.7. This is C. What number are we on? C82 now. I'm sure you don't want me to tell you which cap I'm doing at the time. They all look the same, don't they? Are you drinking yours alone today? Wow, I ought to go and get one, really, doesn't it? Seems like the amplifier's getting overloaded. You've not got any DC getting onto the switch, have you? It's worth checking that you've got no DC on it, Joe. Catch you soon, Sharpie. Steve. Cheers, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Fatigue. Yeah, where is Rob? He's disappeared again, has he? He just nodded off, or he hadn't been in for ages in the chat. He's nodded off, I reckon. Right. Tell you what I have got. I've got some. I might go and get it in a second. It's wrong not to have a beer when you're fixing a radio, really. It's not compulsory, but you know, I just feel it's just not right. So I've just done that one. You can sometimes get squealing as well if you've got one of the little trimmer potentiometers that's not making contact properly. I don't know if there is any in that area on the SW55. Just trying to think of the squealing like a pig. Deliverance. You gotta love Deliverance. That's a hell of a film. It was scary back in the day. Like, Christ, you wouldn't want to go out in the woods on your own after watching that. Jeez. Alright, 4.7 at 25. Another one. You can get variations on the caps in some of these. Sometimes that 0.1 is a 0.47, and there's ones in place of .47s, and there's all sorts of deviations from the manual, so I tend to just put the caps in that are already in the radio, like for like. Interested to read those tales from Sony service engineers on that group's I/O. See if I've missed anything, or have they got any suggestions for further improvements. But these have been improved to death. You know, these are very common for being modded back in the day. They were pretty revolutionary radio, I think, as far as operation was concerned. I think that's that one. Well, that one. Yes, it is. Yes, I've got one of Martin's beers left, just the one. Another 4.7 at 25. So I was going to go and get it. Try it. The live tasting, because you can't have Kim drinking alone. That's not on. Yeah. Strange enough, I did go through all my caps a while back. Oh, well, I would say a while, probably about 2-3 years ago now, and I went through them all and tried to find which you know, this I'm talking about the non-polarized poly caps that we use in the Valve radios. I went through a load of them and just marked which side was the outer foil. But it didn't seem to make any difference. I think the guys here were of the opinion it made no difference at all, so I just haven't been bothering to do it recently, but you will see me doing it in some of the older videos. Right, that's that one done. Ooh, I'm knocking on the floor now. It's that one, I believe. Yes. This one next. So I hope you all enjoyed the Christmas streams. What was your favourite Christmas live stream then, apart from the New Year's Eve, the Christmas Eve one, because that was just a. Well, saying that, I mean, yeah, you can vote for the Christmas Eve one, because we did fix that record deck, didn't we? Played lots of records and got as many copyright hits as I possibly could. I think I only had 47. I think it was 47 copyright hits, so it wasn't bad, was it, for me? There's another .47. Yeah, I think it was 45 or 47, one of it. But we had a good Christmas anyway. Shaky answer, Dave. Must have definitely had too much wine last night. Time to replace the module. No worries, mate. I think we're nearly past the module place, aren't we? Yeah, the module sort of sits in that area there. So you could be right. It could be time to reinstall the module. So let me just go down and get a beer then a minute, because my water's nearly all gone, look. Nearly all gone. In my hobgoblin glass. Right, won't be a second. I'll stick you on the be right back screen. Whew, right, he's only back. Blanche de Namur, Belgian beer, courtesy of Martin. Right, let's catch up. Let's catch up. Where are we? James, how are you doing, mate? Rob's back. Rob's back with us. Yeah, Rob has got all the caps. Squeak like a pig boy. Cue the banjo music. It is Adele that does the repair kits. Let's find that. Let's do that a minute while I crack my beer open. Look. Let's go on eBay and get Adele's page for you. His seller profile. No, that's service certainty. Okay, so I think I've got him on my saved sellers watch list. Oh, I've got to sign in. Why haven't you signed me in? Why have you signed me out, Mr. Google? Oh, he wants to do an app notification on the eBay app. Yeah, let's notify me then. Let's approve. Windows Edge 143.0. We verified you. You can now access it. Trust the browser. Right, so is it my saved sellers? Saved sellers, here we go. Adele Syed, here we go. So this is Adele's eBay page. Can I share that? Can anybody see a share link there? Or do I have to stick that massive great URL in? Let's stick the massive great URL in, shall I? Let's just stick that in the chat a minute. That's Adele's eBay seller page. So he's actually got 69 or 70 items in. SW7755. He's based in the US, Adele. Pro 80. SW1. Repair, update, and upgrade service. Audio and reception kit with the wideband filter. Right, this is the kit that Adele's got that comes with all the instructions. So that's all your caps, your little filter lurk. Believe, does that come with the transistors as well? No, that one doesn't come with the transistors, I don't think. There's another one that comes with the transistors. Has to be 55. It's well worth getting the. Yeah, they got the 2SK1524s he's using, plus an LED lit. Then you've got some little diodes for the static protection. Wideband filter. That's not the audio kit though. That's another kit again. And that's the 2SK152-4s. And he's got the audio amplifier ICs there for the SW77. I must stick an order in with Adele because he's got some bits that I could do with keeping as spares myself. Like these, look. These unfortunately get hit by all the nasty leaking capacitors. 1522s, which is in this one. Where's the full kit then for the 2001? Transistors again. Ah, here we go. Full repair kit. There we go. So it looks like we've got the FETs in there. We've got a new LED. We've got the static protection. I don't think that's the audio kit, is it? But that's the full kit there. That's everything to pretty much get the radio back up and running. That's all these caps that I've been putting in here. It's not got the filter in it, so you need the audio kit as well as this one. Yeah, so you'd need this plus the audio kit, which was where's the audio kit? Ah, yeah, that one. So you need that one and that one. Both of those two if you want to do the works on it. So you're looking at 40 British pounds, 60 pounds, plus your postage for the caps. But if you're in the States, no doubt it's a lot cheaper. SW77 kit, 2001D fast repair and protect kit, SW55, full repair plus service manual, 52 pieces. So yeah, there you go. That's Adele's page. That's it. You've seen problems with outerfoil caps causing problems. What am I running over my seat now? Nothing. There are tubes based. So the old paper caps are physically larger, Bob's saying, so the outerfoil worked as a big antenna. That said, you still like to honour the black band when you can. honour the black band. Hang on, I've got a cup. I've got a lot to catch up on here. Tim did a video about foil-on caps a while back. Modern ones are much less sensitive, mainly as they're so small. Right. Zenith 8S154 tube radio from 1936. Whoa, that's an old one. Freeze-dried washing. So observing the black band can get your noise down. Isn't it only in certain sections of the radio? I think it's where the caps are connected to ground, isn't it? That's the best place for observing the outer band. Catch you soon, Ricardo. Cheers, mate. Make stuff sound like angels. That's you put on our leg here, aren't you? Does he sell any general cap kits? No, I don't think he does, Joe. That's all of this stuff there. Well, thank you. Hape Graph Electronic Beats. Whoa. What was that? Popped up. Something popped up, but no sound still. Why is it not doing the sounds? I don't know. I don't know. Is he Mr. Wu or Dr. Wu? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately the shipping is quite expensive. I'd say, yeah. So, Hapegraph Tron Electronic Beats, thank you for subscribing, mate. Yeah, welcome in. It's a bit of a mouthful. And you ordered a couple. Yeah, I think it does do that, doesn't it? This layout never has had the sound. I don't know why, really. I'll have to look at the app. Right, let's crack this. Let's crack this little Blanche de Namur, brewed in Belgium. It's not overly strong, 4.5% lip. It's got some World Beer Awards. It's a wheat beer. I do like a wheat beer. So this is coming from Martin, the last of my Christmas stash. It's the world's best wheat beer, apparently. What have you got to do to it? I mean, I can see that better on the camera than I can. Have you got to wash it? Pour it? Serve it? I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. That's obviously the instructions, but that's tiny. I'd need my magnifier to read those. EDM, FL Studio and Band Lab. Nice. Beer has instructions. I can't understand what they are, Gavin, but it's got them. So I'm gonna, So we're gonna do this for Kim because he's missing out. Of course, it's going to be yeasty, this one. Wheat beer's usually got a bit of sediment in it. So I'm going to pour it slowly so it doesn't get a glass full of the muck in the bottom. Here comes the dregs. I'm getting a bit out, but I don't want to waste any beer really. But yeah, there's a load of sediment in the bottom there. Nearly poured it over the Sony then, didn't I? Look at the colour of that. You wouldn't want that as a urine sample, would you? Look, there's a little bit of fizz in it. You definitely wouldn't want that as a urine sample, I can tell you. you'd be in the docks pretty sharpish on the antibiotics if you've got one like that, people. So, anyway, cheers everybody, Happy New Year and all that. I've got one light out, so I can put that light on. Cool, that is very nice. Whew, I'll put hairs on your chest. Nice. Thank you, Martin, if you're still watching, mate. If you can read the instructions, you need more beer. Give it a swirl and get the yeast in. You keep a magnifier in your pocket as part of your EDC. Yeah, I still am sort of into EDC, Gavin, myself. Always getting little gadgets and bits and pieces when I can, when I see them. I think John Gadget on YouTube is the man, isn't he? That's what the instructions are for not getting the sediment in the glass. A bit chewy. Anyway, shall we continue? Right, module. Yes. I've got told off house. So there's our little module that we replaced the things in, and there's his little hat. The sink unit, not the kitchen sink. Synchronous detector. The sink unit, aka. Right, so now this has got that weird thing, so we've got to make sure this is the right way round. So because that way round pushes into there. I have done both the caps in this one, both done. So that just pushes back in there, hard up against the top. There's spiky feet in it, just to make sure they're all straight, otherwise it's not going to go back in. We've got one bent leg there. There's one, isn't there? A bit more. Better. Right. There he is. Let's flip her up the other way and get him soldered back in. Just in here. Let's have a taste of my urine sample again. Beer is nice. Yeah, beer is always good. You ready to tell me off, Joe, were you? Ready to discipline me? Let's get the eyes on. If any of you are wondering what I'm using, as far as tools and equipment go, most of it is in the description of this video. So I'm just making sure the shield is on properly. Because not forgetting that shields, loads of shields all over this radio. There's shields on as much as they can get shields on, isn't there? They love a good shield, Sony, but then it is what makes it a great radio, I suppose. I've done one of these before and didn't solder one of these pins. I wondered why it wasn't working very well on sync. Easy done. Poor Mrs. Cruncher coughing downstairs. I don't know if you can hear her. She's down there making dinner and coughing. Should leave it to me, really. She's really not well, people. Time for a visit to the doctors again, I think, for her. She's already been once about it, and they sort of sent her away and said nothing we can do. You know, just get over it, like, you know. That's what they're like. I don't think that should be bridged there. A little blob of flux on that because I've just disturbed that while doing those. There we are. I think that's all of them soldered in. It's not the best looking solder joint on the planet there either. Let's just retouch that one in. Not one of mine, that's one of the original Sony ones. It looks like a bit of a dry joint now. Better. Okay. Bro, right. Sync unit back in. Back in the house. Penguins, he's beating the window of the car, Rob. He's in the car, scratching to get out. Do I have any info for a step-down transformer 240 to 120 for your Zenith? They're available. I mean, I've got a couple here, Kim. You just need to do a search for them, really. I think there's auto transformers and there's like isolation transformers. I don't know which one. Keep Penguin out. Catch him in, Anthony. Yeah, it's not great, Bob, is it? It's rife again at the moment. So she's had it once, it sort of went. Now it's come back with a vengeance. Right, sync unit done. We've got this cap up the top here. Now this one's a pain in the backside because it actually lives underneath all this sticky. It's like a silicon gel stuff. So you've got to get a really fine knife and cut a hole in this in order to get it out. So it's at an angle, it's here. Be careful we don't cut the tracks. So do you think we ought to get some more interactive stuff for the stream? Buttons that you can press, all that sort of thing? Commands that make noises, that sort of stuff. So I sort of found out how to add in wave files. I mean, it is possible to use another bot program and add in memes, so you can have like a pop-up comes up on the screen. I don't know if any of you subscribed to Couch Driver, and if you've seen Couch Driver streams, it's really funny when the people type in the commands and these memes pop up. So I'm just trying to remove this gel from around this capacitor here. Got to get it all off, otherwise it won't solder either. Pain in the neck this one is. God, I really have got the shakes today. Look. I need more wine, I think, to stop it. Right, that is exposed it now. So you can see where I've just chopped away the little bit of stuff. I usually just tend to put a bit blob of hot glue back on there afterwards, just to seal it back in again. It must be... Just trying to see where it is. So it's... Doesn't really say what part of the radio it's in. I assume it's like VCO or something like that. That's got to be stable. It's a pig to get out. It really is. There she goes. Got it. Got a scalpel on my leg then. Okay. So this is a 0.47, just for change. Oh, I know, where did that go? 0.47. So I'm going to use a little bit of flux on this because I've got that gel remaining around it. The gel. Right, so let's give that a bit of a clean up a minute with some isopropyl. Just want to check, make sure we've got no little flakes of soda floating around anywhere. It's like a conformal coating, it's a weird stuff. So we can have a look at that under the microscope, just make sure we've got a good joint there. Where are you? There you are. There's my tweezers. A little tiny soda ball locked in there. Let's get rid of that one. Another little one there. Another little one there. Another little one there. Okay, yeah, that joint there's not gone great. We've still got a bit of, yeah, I've still got a bit of stuff left on there. That one's fine. Let's just put a little bit of flux back in there. You want to see what I'm doing? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No, I'll see over a cancer microscope. Yeah, so I'm just reflowing that top joint there. Can you see it? Just that one. That's better. There she blows. Much nicer. So about the bouncy microscope. It's on a big boom arm, so it's fairly unstable. Talking of microscopes, hopefully Rich is still alright. He normally watches along, but he doesn't come in chat much these days. Use your flux brush and get right in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that business. I'm going to fire the snotter up and fire some hot snot over that. I think that looks fine, don't you? Nice. How about that? Close-up solder work. There's the snotter. Ugh. I got this one because it's got a little bit of an extended nozzle on it, which is quite nice. Rechargeable, so it's got no cord on it. Welcome back, Anthony. Oh, something smells nice down there. Right, let's catch up with the chat. Yeah, I had my flu jab. Apparently they got the strain wrong, Aaron, this year. Hey Graham, you're muted, yeah. One of these Sony receivers is the recurring rapid failure of electronic capacitors. And considering the price, Sony price is disappointing. These are pretty much. Watch that dial cord alert, yeah. or don't thumb the speaker. The speaker's the other one, isn't it? Always get wrong. Yeah, these caps aren't bad, to be fair. I very rarely find these with dodgy caps. I think they just age. No, the snotter. The snotter battery is needs replacing. I need to get a snotter battery. Where's my battery for my snotter? Yes, I've got the battery. Let's hope it's charged. It's not focus, is it? The snotter. Yeah, see, this battery's got a This battery's got a little thing on it you can push to check the charge. Look. No likey. This one hasn't. Hopefully it is charged. Set that recharging in the back. This one's good. You can see the light is holding it steady, so that means it's good to go. Snotting, here we come. Just dab it with a wet finger. Job done. Snotting complete. Oh, I've gone and snotted the bottom of it now as well. Oh dear. These are genuine Bosch glue sticks, but I don't rate them very much. They're not very it's not a very strong glue in them. It's more like a silicone, which I suppose is ideal for this job. But if you want to glue something, you want glue, really. It's a weird sort of like a waxy silicone type thing that comes out of that. There we are anyway. Hot snotter done. So I just wet my finger and just plot that on there, and that just flattens it down a bit. We don't want it too high and proud. Right, that's that one done. How are we doing for time? 5 o'clock. Okay. Some more pens decided it don't want to work now. Pardon me. The old yeast is hitting me. Still going, Steve. Need to blow my nose? Blow up the doors? Finercy LCR 1020E. Is that the is that the scope, portable scope? Because I think that came up on one of my ads today. Fotoven. Right, cracking on. Where are we going now? We're going to do this cluster up here, or these little ones. Do these ones down here because they're the hardest. Do the hardest ones first, the rest are easy then, aren't they? So one's stuffed in there. Right down by some SMD loveliness again. Where was it? There. Is that one there? There she blows. That's a 1 at 50 volts. Oh, my soldering iron's had enough, it's turned itself off. Okay. Let's hit that with a bit of flux because it's a bit blobby. Better. I need to turn my other bench light on because I'm getting those shadows here. Let's turn the other bench light on. Well, it's not bench light, it's my filming light. There we go. Of the LCR 4-wire tester for caps. Okay. There's that one. And the next one. Just that. Another one at 50. The windy. Alright, what else have we got here? Let's colour that one in. Little cluster of 3 there. Don't think I'm going to get all this done today, but because we've still got quite a few to go. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Still got 15 left to go. 16 left to go. There's a lot of caps in this thing. That's a lot of caps in it. This is the 2001D or 2010 as Bob's just said. Yeah, just in case you don't know it's a sync unit, Joe. Nice. Okay. Moving on up here next. We are there. So where are we? We're just above that. It's difficult to see where this one is. I think it's that there. Let's go from left to right. It's got to be that one there, I think. Where are we? Down here. I think it's this one. Yes. very difficult sometimes to see which side of the board your components are. Well, trying to locate it on the other side of the board. You can see through some boards, which makes it a bit easier, but not this one. So this is a 47 at 6.3. Oh, Coco's got a baddie's paw as well, people. Coco's a poorly boy. He's had to go veterinary. That was another 180 quid right on Christmas. Another £180 down the pan for Coco for Christmas. Coco's Christmas present to us was to chew his paw and get it infected. And that's like a week after he'd been to the vets and had his nails clipped. So yeah, it's cost a fortune this Christmas. It's the most expensive Christmas ever. So we didn't buy each other presents this year. The most expensive ever. Fences, dogs. I've had to have a new tyre on the car. Car had to go in for MOT. That was right on Christmas. It's been never ending this year. I just don't know. It'd be, well, last year. Glad to see the back of it financially. I'll tell you that. Yeah, so many things all went wrong all at the same time. And now I've got the dreaded accounts to do, because you all know me, I leave it to the last minute. I don't mean to, but I always do. The cat hates it, but you know, if you're doing these sort of videos and you're earning anything off of it, you've got to declare it. So unfortunately the tax man likes to sting the hell out of me as well. 16. Because you know, the hundreds of thousands that I make, it's unbelievable. I just can't believe how rich YouTube has made me. Not. I am joking, by the way. I am being sarcastic. Just shut up, Graham, will you? What's the matter with you? Doesn't like that under there, does it? I don't really want to trap those wires underneath the capacitor. We don't want that. Can pull them out of there. Come out of there, you two. Thank you. Stick them back down in there somehow. Slightly bigger cap than the original, that. That was the only one I could get at the time. Caps too tend to be getting a little bit short supply. Sometimes you can't always get the ones that you want, so you've got to make a compromise with something else. Right, that's that one done. See if we can jam these wires back in. Let me do this last one first before I do any wire jamming, because that one's like right in the wire jamming situation as well. The wire jamming situation. See you in Monaco, yeah, that's next. Like there's links in my description for all of the tools that I use, but I've never ever had a payout from Amazon for anything, so that seems to be a waste of time as well, really, Good old Amazon. But, you know, it's there for your benefit, so as you can get bits that you wouldn't normally think about. I think Bob had a very nice Bob had a very nice adjustable spanner the other week. So yeah, it's just been an expensive Christmas this year. My MOT was due on the car on the 4th of January, but of course there's hardly anybody open that time of year, so we did it early. And as far as I know, I've only had to have a new tyre on the back, but I haven't had the bill yet. But they're big tyres, unfortunately. It's supposed to be run flats as well, so that adds like another £100 to the price, doesn't it? Right, that's that one done. So the little cluster there is done. So we've done all of that side of the board now. Nice nice little black dots on them all. There. Links to wenches. Wench. I don't. I'm sure you could find it if you search. Do a Google search, Bob. I'm sure you'll find some. Need to put new tyres on your Peugeot. Yeah. Rob increased it. He did. That's a very nice donation by Rob. That was amazing donation by Rob. But what happens with super chats in YouTube is they take 25% of that. I don't know if you're aware of that. That's why I put the PayPal link in, because YouTube take 25% of super chats, but PayPal is something like 3% because it's just your normal PayPal fees. Yeah, I was pretty shocked when I think, well, you know, I've got a super chat, but then, you know, where's the rest of it gone? And yeah, I think it's 25% they take. It's a rip-off, isn't it, really? But then I suppose they're providing the service, aren't they? And doing all the money handling and all the rest of it. You do so little mileage, they're dry rotting. Yeah, thank you, Bob. Hey, Ken, how are you, mate? Welcome. Just catching up. Just catching up with the chat. No, I don't think any tyres are cheap, are they? Really? Well, you can get cheap tyres, but it's like anything. You get what you pay for. If you buy cheap tyres, they're going to wear out a bit quicker. Maybe, I don't know. I tend to buy budget tyres, but I don't go for, like, I think these are Furdistan, something like that. Does that sound familiar? I think they're not budget, and they're not like Pirelli P0. So it was Pirelli on there before, but there's no way that would have been the original tyre, I expect. Where the hell is that to? It's there. It's out through there. I think it's that there. I think it's that there. Yes. Right there. Nice little SMD capacitor. Suck that clean off the board. C156 next, and this is a 100 at 6.3 volts. is that 100 at 6.3 volts? So it's that way round. I could probably stand that one up now because this is a smaller physical cap than the one that was in there. Yeah, so Rob pretty much paid for Coco's vet bill. How about that? Well, he won't done because it takes you a month before YouTube will pay you as well. So I'll get December's payment at the end of January. Nice, isn't it? But as I say, PayPal is the way to go because it is instant. And they don't rip you off as much. They still rip you off, but you know, it's their job, isn't it? Gotta make the money, poor people. Right, that's that one done. We are motoring now. Let's do this one at the top here next. We got some more under the shield there. Another shield. I thought I took all the shields off. Did I do that one under the shield? I might have done that one under the shield. Did I? Why did I? Would I have taken that off? No, I don't think I've done that one. .2 at 50. There's some random ones in here, aren't there? Ooh, shiny silver one. Ooh. Another Panasonic. They do like their shiny capacitors, Panasonic. You love the gold, silver. Yes, we have to take another shield off. Ba ba ba. Yeah, I think I can't remember what size, what weight mine is, but it's bloody heavy. Vitara, nice. Right, how are we doing? We've just done done. Can't speak now. Just done that done. Just done that done. I've just done that one. Dear, dear. The trick with these is to desolder it while wiggling it, because all of the legs on these are all bent. Another 10 at 16. this isn't too boring for you, me recapping this. It's not the best watching, I don't suppose, but at least we get together, don't we? Get together, have a chat, bit of a laugh. It does seem like a Sony city at the moment, but I have got a lot of Sonys in here for repair, so it's going to be going on for a little while, people. Right, I'll get rid of that with this one. Yeah. Phew, that's a bit smelly. Can't do that with that one because it's right by an SMD. Can heat it up though. It might be nice and kind and drop off for me. Oh, no, no, too close. Now, have I sucked an SMD up with that? Have I sucked up an SMD? Let's just have a look. Wouldn't be surprised. No. That's good. That's good. No sucky uppy SMD. Okay, fine. Thank you. Another shield. Another shield, another day. Right, that one there is one that I've just done and I haven't marked it. That's naughty of me, isn't it? Yeah, definitely done that one. Right, moving on, let's get this one done. That's a little Rubicon. Not very well soldered, mind you, but it is there. You got one of them DB signal tracer kits for Christmas. Very nice as. Yeah, thank you, Rob. Very kind of you, mate. Very kind. Paid for Coco's vet bill, Rob. Paid for the vet bill. $220 at 6.3. Oh, just dropped one in the wrong hole there. 226.3. Where did you come from? Where are you? In there. So poor old Coco's got one of those horrible collar things on. Cone. He's got the cone. Anybody that's got a dog knows all about the cones. The cone of shame. He's not happy. He is not happy. He has the cone of shame on. Let's move that camera up a little bit. Martin, how you doing, mate? And the beer instructions were swirled to get the sediment in. Oh no, wow. Got a little bit of sediment. I thought you had to pour it so you didn't get the sediment. It's a bit milky in the bottom there. You can't see that, can you? Yeah, it's a bit you can sort of see it down the bottom there. Oh. Well, it was very nice, Martin, anyway. Spring on your soldering iron needs to wind it up. Yeah, the cone of shame it is. Poor old Coco. He's a big dog as well, so he's bashing into everything with it. It's knocking the hell out of everything. He had loads of the Christmas decorations off. It's chaos. It's absolute carnage. Coco and the cone of shame. Could make a video about it, couldn't I? I thought I should maybe have made a video of them doing the fence, really. Because my post buddy was still in there. I think he's still in the ground. They couldn't get out. Can you remember when I did that fence repair years ago? That held up for years, that did. But unfortunately the wind took the whole fence out, so it had to go. Another 10 at 16. We need a small one as well. I have some little ones left in there deep. That one there. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. Capacitor leg to the finger. There we go. And that's a little tiny one. 10 at 35. Nichikon. Kochikon no. Nokotoko koto no no. Coco and the cone of shame. Should be the cone of carnage, really. And we are really motoring now. Let's get this one out next. Out the can, and that is right stuck smack bang in. There's that it. Transistor there, I think it is. Again, we're right on a SMD capacitor here. Oh, sucky. Oopsie. Well, I could put some more solder back on that one. What is that then? Another Nichicon 330 at 6.3. Another bluey. Yeah, I've set all the solder off of the SMD capacitor there, but luckily still on the board, so just going to give it a bit more solder and flow it into the SMD at the same time. Can you see that white one there? Right, literally right there, look. So, you've got no choice but to get rid of the solder off of that when you're soldering that one. Hopefully, it'll flow back around. Yeah, that one has. I attack it from there, can't get in there. Yeah. it's gone back in around. Done. Does make it easier with these glass things on, glasses, magnifiers. That's that one done then. Not many to go now. Right, let's tackle this naughty one up here that was underneath the shield. The shielded one looks like that's 22 at 6.3. So to maybe stick that one under the microscope. It's not a 2.2 because it's quite tiny. You can barely read it. And that's a 22. Let's put that shield back on. I want to remember where it went. So, which are the ones with the little pins on? That one is the locator. Yeah, let's pop this little shield back on a minute. Because one of the legs has got like a little pin on it which sits in that hole. So you get that one located in, and then the rest should all flow nicely, you know. I'm going to put some fresh solder on that in a minute. Make sure we're all lined up everywhere here. So that seems a little bit, but then that is okay. Let's do this one next, the hardest one. Do the hardest one first, the rest is easy then, isn't it? Solder on that one. A bit of fresh solder on that one. Right, he's back on. One less shield to work out where it goes. Now we've only got two left on this board, I think. One just there, which is really difficult to get at. Whoa, that's mega difficult. So I can get one leg lifted. Can I get the other one? They've glued this one in as well, just to make it even harder. have to cut that free with a scalpel, I think. Got him. I think he's out. Yeah, got you, little monkey. 100 at 6.3. So they've glued that in for a reason. That's probably some sort of oscillator or something like that. So we'll probably have to fire the snotter up again and just stick a bit of snot back on that, just to hold him steady. Stop it resonating or getting microphony, is it they call it? Get rid of this old horrible Sony glue. Gloop. It's like the stuff I used to use for cars called sealer stick. Can you remember that stuff? Any of you that have worked on cars before? There used to be stuff they used to stick all over the cars, like a seam sealer, they call it these days, don't they? But back in the early days, it was sealer stick they used to use. Horrible stuff. Right, what did I say that was? 100 at... I forgot what it was now. Where is it? It's 100 at 6.3, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, let's solder that one in. I'm going to fire the snotter up. Just snot that one back in. The hot snot gun. And I'm going to nip to the loo, so it won't be a second. I'll be back in a minute. Did I do it wrong? It did have yeast in it, Martin. I didn't swill it all in. I did leave some of the sediment in the bottom, but I couldn't read the instructions, you know. It did. It was very nice, though. It's very nice. I'm a heathen, aren't I? Invincible violinist. Do you upgrade the panel lighting? Yes, I certainly do. I tend to put an ultra bright white one in, but I think he wanted green actually. So we'll be putting an ultra bright green one in. Let's get back to the main. Let's just snot this capacitor here up. It was previously snotted. Don't have to do a million ton load of snot. Just needs a little bit just to hold it in place and stop it vibrating. I suspect it is oscillator or something like that. No, he had a funny nail, Anthony. It sort of grew up like that. So if you can imagine his paw, his nail grew like that, and it got really long. It sort of like grew up and then down. So I tried cutting it myself because I've got clippers, but I couldn't cut it. It was too hard. Hey Christoph, Happy New Year to you as well, mate. Need a couple of bitter bowling on the side. Yeah, I'll have to get some more. You weren't there to supervise me, Martin. That was the problem. See, you leave me to my own devices, and look what I get up to. You know, I needed supervision. It was the last one as well, Martin. They're amazing. All those beers you sent, mate. They really were good. Very nice. So the beer advent calendar's gone back into the storage as well. I was trying to see if I get my lad to make me a wooden one, really, but I don't think he's going to have time. Would be nice to have a permanent, because that one's getting a little bit ropey now. I've had it for quite a few years. Where's this one to? It's in with the pins. It's got to be in there, I reckon. I looked away and it's disappeared. No, there it is. Yeah, those beers are very nice. Thank you very much for sending those, Martin. They did last me some time. I've still got my lovely container. 10 at 16, my little carrier. I think Mrs. Cruncher's got her eye on the carrier, you know, because she likes rusticy looking things like that. Right, that's that one done. Definitely did that one. Done that one. I think there's only one to go, and that's this one here, and this other little cam. Just one in there, like that's the last one on this board. SMD capacitor right in the way. Let's extract that one. And that is another 10 at 16. I've got a tiny one in there again. I've got any more left. Tweezers. Oh, stick that on the head. Ooh. Come on. Yeah, so solder's gone off of the SMD cap here as well, so just put a little bit more in there. Need to check that under the microscope a minute because it's very close to a load of other junctions. What are you doing, Graham? So I'm going to see that that's not bridged any of the other connections. No, that is good. There's a bad joint on that one though. I think it's just the earth for the cam. It's going to reflow that one. It's unusual. These boards are normally pretty good, but there's a few joints I've had to just reflow. And I think the problem is they put such a big blimmin' hole in there for the job. The solder's got a job to fill it, if you know what I mean. Any other crustiness around that I can see? Let's get the things going that last. Shields going on that. Okay, that's that board done. Mark that last one. So the sync unit's done. That one I did but didn't mark. Snotted. Yes, good. Right, okay. How are we doing for time? 10 to 6. We've got time to do this board, I reckon. Now, what are these two here? Are these both the same? One at 50. 10 at 16. That's typical, isn't it? They're not the same. Right, I'm going to do this board now. Just caging up Steve. How you doing, mate? Just back from the city's New Year's reception. Ooh. Oh, that's the one at 50, wasn't it? That's the 1.1. No, 1. Let's do the other one beside it as well. Ooh, got a bit warm that one, a bit warm. A bit warm. So let's put one of the small ones in there as well. Turn at 16, yeah. Get some more of those smaller ones. Well, that might fit actually, the big ones. Yeah, it probably will. It's probably 1mm in it, I expect. Right, solder those two in. Take that microscope out of the way. Right, so those two done. One here. I'm going to mark those on my. C311. Another 10 at 16. There's 11 10 at 16s at the moment, aren't they? Seems to be the in thing. Right, so it's here. Oh, that's right. That's right underneath my. I should have done that. That's right underneath the diode that I put in there. Look. I might have already done that one. I don't know. I might have already done that one, but I'm going to do it again if I haven't. If I have. At 16. He's saying that I've got to do those as well. Let's do them all. Let's do it all in one hit. Let's put the transistors in as well. Let's do the transistors as well. Might as well when we're in the area. We have to end up desolder it and resolder it yet again. That was a 10 at 16. A bit fat, that one. Have to get one of the skinny boys in there. One of the skinnies. Okay. What a lot of legs. I'm going to use the pliers just to make it tight to the board. So if you wonder what I'm doing with the pliers, all I'm doing is pulling the legs of the capacitor so as it's tight with the board. Make sure my transistors are the same height because I'm finicky like that. Or FETs even, they're not transistors, are they? FETs, Graham. FETs. So let's do this one first. Right, let's get rid of some of those legs out of the way so I can solder the rest up. Yeah, see that moved then? You naughty thing. Done a runner. He did a runner. Right, okay. Still gonna have to be a tweezer's job. No, I'll have to solder that one back in a second. Got to get this FET in first. Trim the legs off and then put the diode package back in. Tell you what, the legs of this aren't taking solder very well. Let's go with a bit of flux. It's going to reflow those as well. Okay. In fact, this might be a good opportunity to show you. I think I did show you under the microscope last time where this little diode package goes. It's a series diode package. So I can't remember who it was asking me about the ESD earlier, but this is the ESD, or electrostatic discharge protection No, microscope. Can we see that there? So it's basically got to sit in there. Can you see that? Ah, there it is. That's where it is. It's got to sit in there. So let's see if we can catch that top one first. We'll put a bit of pressure on it. Hopefully it won't move. No, it needs to go up a bit. It's not quite there. No, it's there, but it's too far away from there. Come on. Oh, you're so naughty. That's really naughty. Okay. So both legs have got to be attached to this terminal here. Okay, they've both got to be attached together. And this one's got to attach up to the top there. Like that. Yes. Let's put some fresh flux on that. It's looking a bit mucky, isn't it? But it's fine. Let's clean all that off a minute. We don't brush any components off the board. Right, so there's our little diode. Need to make sure both those legs are 100% touching. Now that one isn't. See, it's just naughty, that, isn't it? It's a damn naughty component, that. Okay. Fresh flux on that. To make 100% sure. Definitely connected. Definitely connected. Right. Okay, that's better. It is quite a stretch to get it in. You've literally got to be in exactly the right position with that. There he is. Done. Catch you later, Aaron. I've got it the right way up, haven't I? Yeah. There we go. Right. Tricky, but done. Only got one more to do. One more. this little one, this little piggy. And this is a 22 6.3. Right, do this one, and that's the whole thing recapped. Oh, wow, that's a lot of work in that. And I've not been hanging about on that, done them fairly quick. But that's taken me, what was it now? 6:05. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say 3.5 hours to recap that. And that's not including the time I spent doing the other ones before, because we did both the ones in the sync unit and that one before, didn't we, and put the filter in. This is probably about 4.5 hours work, maybe 5 hours, I don't know. Right. So let's have a very quick, brief look at some of these caps, and then I'm going to go down and keep Mrs. Cruncher company. So we've got the ones that are likely to be dodgy are some of these. I'm just going to do these ones here. That maybe just pick a couple more different size ones. One of those. They're the very low value ones, this won't read those. 22 it'll read. 0.47 it won't. Put it there. 47. Right, okay. Let's try some of these. So let's try the biggie first. There's a 470 here at 6.3. So 470, 6.3. Come on down. Ready? Eyes down looking. 5 hours. Yeah, I wish it was £75 an hour. Thanks very much. 574 RZ. Yeah, thanks, mate. Okay, have a guess then. 470. Are you watching iPad Pro repair? Yeah, that's got to come apart again as well. I'm not looking forward to that. Milligrams. I like it, Joe. Jerry, How you doing, mate? Just finished recapping this thing. Invincible violinist. Will this radio sound and operate better after swapping so many caps? Yes, it will. I've done some modifications on it for audio as well, so there's lots of things I've changed. Did we decide on the green LED? I think we did, didn't we, Jerry? Right, let's push a button then. Has everyone had a guess at what this one's going to be? It's supposed to be 470. 530, a little bit high, but you know, not going to cause us a problem. And the next ones we got another 470. Let's see that one then. One of these is in the power supply. The other one was on the audio board. Let's see what this one's like. 535, about the same. What's this one? Okay, so 330 next then. 330 next. E330. Have a guess at that one. 330. No worries. You're welcome, Hape Graph. Radio mic. It's because I'm sat here now talking directly to the mic. I should have it on a boom, really. I should have it on a boom. But the old Yeti ain't got no boom. So if I'm talking to the mic now, you'll notice that it's gone up. But when I'm over here working and talking, I'm not actually facing the mic. So it's going to be quieter when I'm here than when I'm actually facing the camera. That's all it is. How we doing? Who had the first one anyway? Who won the first one? Anthony was pretty close at 550, wasn't he? I think that was Anthony, wasn't it, the first one? Do it. $341. Pretty good cap, that. 341. Suspend it. I would if I had a boom, but I haven't got a boom, Benji. No boom. No boom. Who was that one then? 341. 346 we got for Martin. I think that's Martin. What's this one? That's another 330, but slightly different cap. Let's try that one. 335, Nichicon. Nice. Right, 220 then next. A 220. So these caps are alright, aren't they? I mean, yeah, those 470s gone a little bit high, but not too bad. Provider of fine beers. Yeah. 220. You were over Gavin. This is a Rubicon. The light blue ones are Rubicons. Let's turn that off now. We don't need any soldering kit on. Let's push a button and have a look. Two, two, 3. We got a 221 and a 225. You're in between, or 223.9, so it's nearer 224, isn't it? So probably Tim, I think, maybe. Is it Tim? David Hutchman, how are you, mate? Catch you soon, Martin. I'm just going to check these last two. So this one's 47. Very high ESR on that one, 1.7. Yeah, these smaller caps are higher ESR. And this last one was a 22. $21.5, pretty good. We've got any of the 10s here. Let's see if we can find one of these 10s. Is that a 10? $9.99. Cool. So yeah, the caps are pretty good. What have we got here? 100, 6.3. Gone slightly low, that one. Unusual. Rubicon. What's this one? This is another 220. $224. I haven't found a bad one yet. Not really. Another 330 Nichicon this time. 335. They're all pretty good, aren't they? Another 100. 98. They're thereabouts, aren't they? Another 100. 98. I think that's probably a good selection of the ones that were in there. So one of those miniature things there. 0.47, yeah, it's not going to measure that. It'll just about manage to measure a 1 microfarad, but don't like it. Yeah, that was a 10. 10s are a little bit high ESR, but they are. But as I say, in my experience, it does actually help. Yeah, thanks, David. Had a good break, mate. You just walked 10k on a frozen beach and you drank a beer. Well, I don't blame you. You had a bit of a blast at all of those, didn't you? So yeah, pretty good, really, aren't they? Nice. That's pretty much me done for today then, people. Hope you've enjoyed that. It's a bit of a get-together, really. It's recapping's not everyone's favourite thing, is it? But no, it's nice to have a look to see whether they're bad, the caps. But we've hopefully made some improvements with the audio, etc. on it, so it should be pretty good. So I'll get that back together. I've got to do the LED, which is on this other board here. I've got to do the LED, which is this one here on this board, and there's one other cap to do, and that is on the little LED board. There's one last cap to do on that one. Put it in, yeah, just on that little board there, there's one last cap. So I say, I might get a chance to get that back together in the week, hopefully. If not, we'll do it next week and put it back together. See how we go. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Will do. You get to nag me a bit. You got to nag me. Out for dinner. Catch you soon, Kim. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Dwarf, cheers, mate. Thanks, Az. Cheers, everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week, if not before. If I can find the right buttons. Bye for now.